Hi, welcome to Mock Draft Madness. I think it's our first. Whoa, look at that. He's already. It's allergy season. It's also draft season. This is our first episode since March Madness started, I do believe. So, welcome
I
to
think
March
so, yeah.
Because we did on Wednesday last week?
Yeah,
Wednesday?
yep, before, yep.
Yeah, 4 games sold. The first 4 games were already been played at that point, but yeah. So welcome to Mock Draft March Madness. You're here. Welcome to the West Coast Draft Podcast. As always, Beau, Rob. We are here in the thick of the offseason. Free agency is officially slowed down now that the Joe Flacco deal is done.
Yep. Yeah, when the biggest free agency news is that Najee Harris visited Seattle, we're in the
did that happen? Oh, I did see that. You're right.
Oh, and someone posted a video of him running. It was like, no thanks.
He's cooked. It's a shame. He quietly had. That's the quietest 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start a career ever. Because they were not impressive, but he got them.
Yeah, no, it was pure volume.
Yeah, pure volume, right. And then and he just couldn't stop getting old. And then he got to LA, he got hurt. And, yeah, it's not looking good. He was already an older running back prospect too.
Yeah, he was. He was at Bama for a while.
If you're a running back, come out once you're eligible.
What's interesting is the Chargers have been just killed by injuries under Harbaugh, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Rams do pretty well on the injury front, even though they had to clone Matt Stafford.
Right. Well, the clone was better, so it worked out pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Matt Stafford died weeks ago. That kind of tells me...
And then he should have won Comeback Player of the Year. He won MVP after dying. That's pretty good.
But
it's what DeMar Hamlin should have been.
But I would say, kind of tells me that it's more than just the field. They share a field.
That's true. Well, it's more than the game field. Practice. It's trainers.
I'm saying trainers and just the way you practice has a big impact.
Right.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Right. Well.
And if you have a substation next to your facility.
Right, the substation makes a big difference.
Oh, there's another free agent news. Another free agent news. Totally forgot about the doldrums. B. Robinson to Atlanta.
They're assembling an all B. Robinson backfield. Is there a Bradley Robinson out there somewhere they can sign?
I don't know. I wish.
Brett Robinson,
Brian Robinson, Bijan Robinson, and Brad? Ben Robinson.
Ben Robinson. Ben Robinson sounds like it's somebody.
Look up Robinson in the draft. Just the last name. Search players right there.
Robinson.
Landon and Jamori. Dang it.
No, Beast. Dang it.
Change your name to get drafted by the Falcons.
Landon, change your name to Bandon. Jamori, change your name to Bimori. Guarantee. Atlanta Falcon. Yeah, no, that was good. Good for him. What else?
Happy start of the baseball season.
That's right.
My Mariners had on today.
The Seahawks lost opening day of their 50th inaugural season. They won the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's true. But I would say this: how poetic is it that the day of opening day, we had our first day where the weather was just beautiful and it felt like spring. How perfect is that? Because usually opening day is nasty weather. Roof is usually closed, but man, it was beautiful today.
Mm-hmm. It was 96 in Tucson.
Whew.
But you know what? It was scorching because the Wildcats couldn't miss.
Yeah, they put up more than the weather.
That's right. They did. That's right.
So Sweet 16 or Elite 8 now?
Now on to the Elite 8. We're playing Purdue. So 1 versus 2 in the West. So the predicted matchup. But it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. If they play like they did tonight, I don't know who's beating them. But if they play like they did against Utah State, my goodness, I was not feeling good going this night after that Utah State game.
Scary time to be a fan of a like not blue blood. Arizona's not a blue blood, right?
Arizona's like right on the cusp, but like I saw a tier list that they're like the top of the next tier.
Yeah, it's a bad time to be a fan of the top of the next tier teams with UNC and Kansas having openings. It's Tommy Lloyd, Dusty May. Ooh, there's some names swirling around. TJ Olselberger, whatever. Although he's a couple tiers below that.
UVA is still going to be playing in a week and a half, and UNC.
Are you going to get the board?
No, they're going to have to make a higher faster than that at UNC.
True with the portal.
We're still going to be playing in a week and a half. We're playing a week from next Monday. We're winning a week. I don't want to jinx it too early. I went into the Utah State game without a worry in the world, and we played like crap. I went into this game terrified, and we ended up destroying them. So maybe I should be a little less confident.
Be terrified.
Screwed. Purdue's gonna kill us. They're gonna run us.
That was a crazy game, man. Texas.
That one was.
They almost blew it too. I have a friend who's a big Purdue fan, and I always mess with them when they blow it. I was really hoping.
A rough day for the old Southwestern Conference with Arkansas and Texas going down. And
so did I tell you I made a bracket for my cat alongside my bracket?
No, you did it.
Oh, okay. So the rules were, so here's the rules for picking, right? Animals over humans.
Okay.
Cats over non-cat animals. Bigger cat, and then when it comes to cats, just kind of vibes of which cat would be more fun.
Yeah, which would be better. Yeah,
like not even a battle, just kind of like how I'm feeling a little bit. Have some fun with it. I wasn't like gaming it like a 16 seed cat, and I was like, just vibes. And Tina had Sienna beating Duke, and she almost had him, man. She almost had him, but her bracket's way better than mine.
Is it actually? That's hilarious. You know what's funny? I was in the airport on Thursday because I made a bracket on Sunday as soon as the bracket came out. And then I did a little bit more research, but I didn't actually make my new bracket until Thursday in the airport. I was like going along. I was doing really, really well. I was feeling good about it. I'm like, okay, I got a good strategy here. And then the first round of 64 games started when I was like halfway through the round of 32, so it cut me off right there, and I couldn't pick anything else.
Oh,
and you know what? And why I'm even mentioning this right now is because that bracket that I was in the middle of making that got cut off, it wasn't perfect, obviously, but it was damn good. I got like 29 out of 32 in the round of 32 or round of 64. I was like, really, you're cutting me off. I'm like a frat guy at a bar. You cutting me off, really?
That's brutal, man. But no, that's.
This is sucking. I wouldn't mind. But it was like I was like looking on it on Friday night, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" I was cooking. This was awesome. Cut me off.
You could have won $1 billion from Kalshi.
That's right. No, I wouldn't have gotten it perfect.
It wasn't
perfect. Again, I got 29 out of 32.
That company is so fake. Is that they have $1 billion bracket challenge. So fake. One, it's impossible to win it, but still ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
Poly Market, the official prediction market of the MLB.
My goodness. It's such a joke. It's such a
joke. What a great intersection of sports right now, though. I mean, it's just wonderful. Baseball's starting, hockey's down the stretch. NBA's in full swing, but I don't care about that. Give me 2 years. And March Madness, of course. Masters coming up.
NFL draft season, of course.
Mm-hmm. It's wonderful. But speaking of NBA, look what I got on today, buddy.
Oh wow, you got it. You've been ready to go.
It's happening.
That's
Unanimous vote. Sound like the people on the Kraken are putting up a big bid for him.
I saw John Stanton. What's the leader on Calci?
He's not rich enough for it. He doesn't have enough money.
No, I know, but I was like, that's the ultimate double-edged sword. The Sonics are back, but John Stanton's the owner.
Oh no, it's for the Seahawks.
Oh, you're right. It was for the Seahawks. You're right.
Eddie does not have enough money for that. I'll tell you that right now. But here's the one thing about him. He would be very loyal to John Schneider, at least. Not fire him ever. I'll take that.
That is true.
We have less than $1 million in dead money. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
Speaking of general managers, though, did you see the Ravens behind the scenes interview for Jesse Minter?
No, I did not.
Oh, they posted it yesterday. It was actually really cool. They gave you a bit of a behind the scenes looks on his interview. I know you hate the Ravens, but it is always cool to get a look behind the curtains, and that's something we've never really seen before. Is how an interview process actually goes. So it was pretty cool. You know what the first question Ozzie Newsome asked?
What's that?
Do you talk to Mike McDonald and what his first year was like? Tells me, you know what that tells you though?
What's that?
Ravens are still pissed that they let him walk out the building.
Yeah, they could have fired Harbaugh 2 years early. Now, granted, you don't usually fire your coach after a 14-3 regular season, but
it happened to Dick Vermeil. Or was Dick Vermeil the guy who succeeded? The Greatest Show on Turf.
Mm-hmm.
But aren't you happy that the Ravens let possibly the next Belichick?
Oh, I was happy the day it happened.
The next Belichick walk out of their. I will say this: Mike McDonald does share some of the grumpiness and literally not caring about some reporter questions. Like we did not care at the NFC Championship isn't the first time he said something like that. Like, not like any, but he's not a dick about it. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He just often has said probably 5-ish times to a reporter asking something. I don't care. Makes you think of the On to Cincinnati.
Right. Speaking of Cincinnati, of course.
Talk about it. Talk about it. The big news. The big re-signing.
Joe Flacco. Actually, no, that's not where I was going. I was thinking, while we're on the topic of comparing our current stars to legends, Jamar Chase is currently on pace to be the best receiver in NFL history. So just want to bring that up. But no,
better than Seahawks great Jerry Rice.
Yes, better than Seahawks.
Who took his last snaps with the Seahawks.
That's true. But I bring that up in jest because I know I have to carry on the Jamar Chase versus JSN debate, of course. But
it's never been a debate for me.
But I saw a tweet this week that I don't remember who tweeted it off the top of my head, but it was comparing his stats across the first 5 years of his career to Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Calvin Johnson, guys in that, Larry Fitzgerald, guys in that tier, and it's on pace or way ahead.
That's pretty crazy,
guys. So I'm and it was through 5 seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, 3 All Pros, stuff that those guys didn't have. So it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Come back.
The offense that he is in does help for sure. You know?
Oh, 100%. But the numbers still the numbers.
But the numbers are the numbers.
Honestly, I think if and I don't know,
and he has an extra game too.
That's true. But I can't remember who tweeted it. I want to say it was Coleman, but it might have been someone else. But it was what's the barometer for wide receiver to be in the Hall of Fame? And it was because I think he was kind of talking about Mike Evans and like, is he a Hall of Famer or not? And like,
No.
like just looking at like the All Pros, the Pro Bowls, the obviously he doesn't have Offensive Player of the Year yet. He does have a Triple Crown, which hey, they give out an Offensive Player of the Year every year. They only give out.
We're talking about Jamar. I thought we were talking about Mike Evans in the Hall of Fame.
No. I was just introing that conversation. He doesn't have an Offensive Player of the Year, but he does have something that only 5 other receivers in NFL history have. So that's something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it'd be hard to say Jamar Chase, if he hung it up right now, would be a Hall of Famer because of longevity, body of work. My favorite 3 words.
It's just too early.
Yeah, but if you gave me 3, maybe if you give me 4 more seasons with the same production, I don't think it's debatable.
I mean, it's you just got. For me, you got to look at it when it's all said and done. That's when it matters to me.
That's fair. He's only 25 years old.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go.
26. So
the fact that
he's already put that like he's already put up like borderline Hall of Fame numbers at his at 26 is kind of crazy.
It is very impressive.
But anyways, no. The actual Bengals news this week: Joey Flacco, he's back. Supposedly they beat out supposedly, and what I heard, the Raiders actually had like the same like price offer, like they got him for $6 million, which is high-end backup money, which I'd say high-end backup's what he was. Raiders offered him the same price, but the reason the negotiation went long is because he thought the Raiders would like guarantee him a starting spot coming into the season. They transitioned to Mendoza right away. Or they transitioned to Mendoza eventually, like after a couple weeks, and the Raiders weren't willing to commit to that. So apparently after conversations with Kubiak and conversations with the Raiders and then conversations with the Bengals, he was like, "Well, I'm going to be a backup in both places most likely," and apparently he likes Zach Taylor way more than Clint Kubiak. And
Clint Kubiak is, I've said it many times, Clint Kubiak's kind of a weird guy.
We'll see. I don't know. He had specifically cited in his press conference. It's like, yeah, I mean, if you're going to be like a backup, like you want to be a backup in a place with a great winning culture and a great coaching staff. And I thought of all the places I was thinking about, it was here. And obviously, you're going to say that after you just signed a contract. I don't pretend to not know it's a little bit of gamesmanship when you say that. And also, he's been in the Bengals building, obviously, for 6 months now. So it's not like he doesn't know Kubiak as well as he knows Taylor. And
I think he's had some time with Kubiak, has he not?
Has he?
Was Kubiak ever with the Browns? No, you're right. So, you're right. Yeah, I thought like
he might have
run a connection with Stefanski. When Stefanski was with the Vikings.
Clint Kubiak, here we go.
The connection,
was there ever a time where they overlapped?
He coached with Stefanski. That's what I'm saying. Kubiak and Flacco never overlapped.
Oh, yeah, the only time they ever would have overlapped. Denver, they were close because he was the Denver offensive. He was an offensive.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah, no, Stefanski came in after Kubiak, right? Or did Kubiak come in after Stefanski? One of those. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But so Denver was or Clint was an offensive assistant in Denver from 16 to 18, and then Flacco got traded to Denver in 19. Yeah, exactly. And then he got traded to Denver in 19. So just missed.
Okay, yeah.
And then no other places they will work together. Just missed the boat. Just missed the boat. So that's big news. You know what? It's nice that we don't have to use one of our draft picks on backup quarterback.
Yeah,
that's always nice.
Well, you should.
There's one room on the team you feel good about right now. It's the quarterback room. We got the Joes. Got the Joes back.
No, that's good news for sure. You know, Flacco with Mendoza would be pretty fun though. That would be a
Oh
fun
yeah, he
game.
would have been a great mentor. And I even think he'll be a good mentor for Burrow because it's like he won his ring when he was about 30. Burrow turns 30 this year, so
Well, the thing is, Joe doesn't need a mentor; he just needs a sounding board.
right. That's what I mean. Like someone. Well, and it's always good to have like the experience of the guy who like won the ring.
Yep.
Obviously, Burrow was close, but he wasn't there. So having him in the building for the full off season, for the whole training program, or for the whole training camp,
Mm-hmm.
all the off season program, all that, that's gonna be big. I think that's gonna be big.
Oh yeah.
+2 T Higgins was excited about it. He immediately texted. He tweeted "Unk is back" in all caps after it went back after it went out. So T loves Joe Flacco. It
Everyone's
seems like
got to
everybody
love Joe
loves
Flacco.
Flacco. Everyone loves Jamar loves Flacco. T loves Flacco, and you can tell when Jamar doesn't like someone. Like when Trey Hendrickson left for the Ravens, like it got like announced he was on a stream and he just laughed like he didn't care.
Speaking of streams and players, did you see Ashton Genty?
No, I didn't. Oh no, what happened?
Oh, this one
Oh
was
no.
pretty funny. It was he was talking about like any one weekend in this season will be better than last season. He was talking about Gino.
Oof. Oh, Gino. Oh, Gino.
Yeah, no,
Rough
Gino,
look.
like Gino's just hard to get along from what
Yeah.
I've been able to kind of. He's not. He doesn't really connect well with his teammates. I guess is kind of because
Well,
like
he has his jaw shattered by one of them at a point.
Because like you kind of hear that when they talk about Sam is like, you know, we really like the connection we have with them. That's where he's different, you know. Like it seems similar to Flacco. Seems like people really like Sam Darnold. I mean, Ernest Jones, you know, certainly like, you know, like things like what Ernest Jones did after the Rams game, that doesn't happen in the NFL. The LOB hated Russell Wilson and were constantly sniping him in like the press. You know, having a quarterback in that like the rest of the team, the defense likes is so important. So that's cool that they got Flacco back. You know, it's clearly something that works for him.
Right. I think too. It's funny that, and I don't mean to bag on Trey Hendrickson because he did a lot of good for Cincinnati for sure. But on the flip side of that, I mean, obviously there's the quarterback or he's not a quarterback, but the player that when they leave, you just kind of get it's some collective shrugs. Like Jaden Daniels when he left ASU.
That wasn't collective shrugs. They
that was collective celebration.
they tore apart his locker.
They were ready for him to be gone. That's crazy.
That one was bad.
Yeah. Dang. I wonder what I don't feel like Jaden Daniels has been that unlikable in the NFL.
I think it was about the situation. He kind of like just went radio silence on him.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Like I don't think it was like they didn't like him. I think they were just annoyed. Like
they felt like just like
where are you?
Yeah. He seems likable in his
I think so too. Even though he stole the Heisman from Penix. I'm not over it. I don't care. I'm not listening to logic on this one.
That's fair. That's fair. As long as you can acknowledge that, it's fine. That's valid. I've
maybe
had
not logic, but your arguments. I am sticking to my guns.
No, you're right the first time when you said logic.
I respectfully disagree. That's where we'll leave it.
I've had my and that's fair. I've had my fair share of
This is one of the deadest horses on this podcast.
It truly is. It truly is. I've had my fair share of complaints about the Heisman over the years. I will say
Gerhardt was robbed.
Okay, I'm not saying Toby Gerhardt was robbed. The other Stanford running back.
The other white Stanford running back?
The other white Stanford running back, yeah. The one that actually had a good NFL career. But from that same year, we're both in agreement. Rome should have won the Blitkoff. That we agree on that one. We're in agreement there. You see, it's funny because neither of them have been great in the NFL, but
no,
I'm more of the opinion. Not. It's hard. It's hard with those guys that were at UW that year, right? Because none of them have really been great in the NFL. Like J-Mac had a good rookie year, but he was hurt all of last year. Rome hasn't done much. Polk's already on his second team. Penix hasn't been great, and when he has been playing, or he hasn't been great when he was playing, and he's been hurt. And none of the defensive players have really contributed at all. Like the most consistent returns so far have been probably Patano and Rosengarten being like solid tackles. Not even like amazing Pro Bowl, all pro, but just solid. Like that's probably the best return you're getting on those UW guys right now. Which unfortunately an Oregon podcaster might listen to this and think I'm hating on those guys. I love all those guys. They're fantastic. But it's funny because I was about to say, oh, you could say Rome made Penix, but it's like, well, then what was going on with Polk? What was going on with J-Mac? What was going on with Westy? Like I think it was just such a
Westy made the Super Bowl. He was a Super Bowl starter.
That's right. So where my argument goes at that point is I don't think anybody was made by anybody. I think it was just a awesome collective unit. It was like smooth jazz. It just worked
some really greater than the parts.
Together. Yes, absolutely. Which unfortunately doesn't work great in the NFL when they all go to different places. But
yeah.
You just need to get Jalen Polk to Atlanta somehow. That's gonna lock him.
No divisional trade though, man.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, he might get cut.
Yeah, I mean they basically traded him for a bag of chips.
They traded him for a bag of chips, and then he didn't start for the Saints.
He was hurt. That's why.
I know.
He missed the whole year. He was hurt when they traded him.
Yeah.
They treated it as a redshirt year, if I recall correctly.
I wonder if I think that counts as a year back on the contract then. So, great. He's not even going to be...
Yeah, I think so.
So, great. He won't even be free agency eligible until 2029. Unless they cut him, which is possible. Unless he turns it around. I don't know.
I loved Polk. He was always way overdrafted. They picked him way too early.
Yeah, he was picked over
J-Mac.
He was picked way ahead of J-Mac, but he was picked over guys that we had ahead of him in that draft.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, 2024. If I can spell. Here we go. Wikipedia is least likely to crash my computer here. Round 2. Oh, no, that's trades. Here we go. J-Mac, we got him here at 37. Next receiver after him was A.D. Mitchell, your favorite, who's also on his second team by now. So there you go. Maybe it wasn't. Malachi Corley I liked, but he's also on his second team already. Oh, this is a rough... Jermaine Burton, my guy. Yikes. Roman Wilson. J-Mac. There's J-Mac. Was there any day 3 receivers here that contributed? Luke McCaffrey, he's fine. Troy Franklin, Javon Baker, Is he on? I feel like he's on his second team too. Never mind, he's not even on a team. He's a free agent right now. Ooh. Are you a 4th round pick in 2024 and already a free agent?
I guess
Jermaine Burton's a 3rd round pick and he's already a free agent. It says Walker. Let's see. Shakeup Cowing. Hey, there you go. Shakeup Cowing's had a better career than Jalen Polk at this point.
And he's been hurt so much.
Yeah. Anthony Gould. There you go.
Gould.
Gould. Nia
Beaver.
Smith. Jamari Thrash. So
yeah.
This got hyped as such a good receiver class. And it's just looking at it now, it's just rough. Bub Means has had some nice moments in New Orleans.
Oh, XFL player, baby.
Oh, that's right. Quantez Stiggers. Gotta love Quantez Stiggers. Jaquan Jackson. Okay, Malik Washington. Okay, Malik Washington. Don't want to erase Malik Washington. He's a good player. Picked 150 picks after Jalen Polk. Johnny Wilson, Casey Washington, Taywon Palmer, Jordan Whittington, Ryan Flournoy. Flournoy's been decent in Dallas.
Yes.
Wide receiver 3, Brendan Rice, Devon Bailey. Devon Bailey's had a better
on his second team as well.
Also on his second team, but he's undoubtedly had a better career than Bolton.
Yeah, because he was like 5 years older than them.
True. Dodge Washington.
What about the undrafted guys?
This is a really bad receiver class, honestly. Well, what about the first round? We kind of ignored the first round. So Marvin Harrison's been bust so far. Malik Neighbors has been awesome when he's been healthy.
Just can't be healthy.
All last year. I'd say he's the best receiver in this class when he's healthy. Rome is, I don't know.
Hasn't reached
I want to love him, but yeah, I want to love him. So I don't want to say he's been bad, but he hasn't been great. Who's next? Brian Thomas is, you know what? The biggest drop off from year 1 to year 2. Awesome year 1. Horrible.
Something about Jags receivers,
you can't
man.
blame it on injury. You can't blame it on injuries like you can with Neighbors.
How do you get a better offensive coach and then be worse?
And I get it doesn't make any sense. Xavier Worthy's a fun gadget guy, but he's not.
League it huge bust. Keon Coleman.
Pearsall can't stay healthy. Keon Coleman. Cookies.
That is a rough stretch of receivers right there.
But 3 straight receivers can't stay healthy. Bad.
Cookies.
Just cookies. Lad McConkey, though. Okay, we got McConkey at the end of it, at least. McConkey's probably the second best. I'd still take Brian Thomas over McConkey, but he's probably number 3.
Over Rome?
Yes, over Rome, for sure.
I don't know.
At this point, yes.
That's close for me. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. We don't have to do the stats. I get what you're saying. It's close for me. I'm going to take Rome over him. Rome hasn't been as bad as you're saying. He just hasn't been as good as what we saw him as. And I think maybe that's what's clouding your judgment a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know. I hate to say it, but looking at the stat line, I see a whole lot of mid. He did only play 12 games last year. Maybe give him a full season, and it's a little better. Give me a full season.
6 touchdowns in 12 games isn't bad.
No, that's fine. It was solid in the playoffs.
Just remember who his coach was year 1. His offensive coach. Offensive coordinator was year 1. Just remember that. Remember what happened to JSN year 3?
Yeah, but if he can't stay healthy, he can't stay healthy. I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen enough with Rome yet. Yeah, maybe he has a JSN year 3. Who knows?
Shane Waldron year 1. Took him 2 years. He did have 1,000 yards year 2.
He did have 1,000 yards season. So it's a little different.
Same amount of touchdowns though.
Yeah, it's true. In 6 more games or 5 more games too. Why didn't he start a game? Doesn't matter.
Because I don't know what they were freaking doing that year on offense. I remember that Jets game and like Mike McDonald being like, "What are we doing on the sideline when we were on offense?" And that's when I knew.
I mean, he had. Man,
that's when I knew Grubb was dead man walking.
That's true. I forgot Grubb was the OC that year. I mean, funny enough, he played in 5 less games, but only had 11 less targets.
Waldron, what a joke.
Anyways, I don't know. I haven't seen. I definitely haven't seen enough to say he's better than McConkey. But who knows?
All right. Should we talk about the big? Speaking of receivers, though. Speaking of receivers, do we want to talk about the big receiver news?
Carnell Tate's pro day? Go ahead. Other Ohio
JSN,
receiver, yes.
JSN got paid.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
The highest non-quarterback contract in league history.
For how long?
Until the Puka contract in a few.
Until the next big contract.
Until
like people are like, oh, they paid him so much money, and it's like, for me, I don't care.
It's just going to keep going up. If you're an elite receiver, the price keeps going up. That's the way it works.
You
just always your goal should always be to be the last guy paid.
I think very rarely paying one of your own stars top dollar contract hurts you in the long run, unless you make something really dumb like Deshaun. Like Deshaun Watson was a trade, right? I don't think, especially non-quarterbacks, like when you're paying quarterbacks too early, like with Tua or Kyler, those are different things, right? When you're paying your own internal guys, when you pay them a lot of money, I don't think that is a disaster too often. It does happen, but I think it's pretty safe bet. Where you make mistakes is paying a free agent who is not a top guy, because top guys never hit free agency. We have mechanisms to prevent that, right? Young, top elite players don't hit free agency. So if you spend that kind of money on a free agent, that's where the issues happen, right? So anyone saying, oh, we paid so much, I don't care. He was the offensive player of the year. Just pay the man, right? Happy he got it. Flew him into an absolute star. Great character guy. His brother has stepped away from baseball and has been, he has his own management, right? But like an agent, but like he's kind of his fixer almost, right? Keeps him right. They have a really good relationship. Cannon Smith and Jigba, who was a Mariner. Did you know that?
I did know that.
So Cannon Smith and Jigba was there at the signing event. But that was just a cool moment, man. Cool to see him just grow into a star, especially when I had my doubts about him. What about the other receiver news? The Puka drama. Taking a bite out of his contract.
Yeah. I don't know. Give it a few months. It'll all blow over and he'll still be the new.
I don't know, man. His behavior's having a pattern.
Oh, no, don't trust me. Don't get me wrong. I don't think this behavior's
acceptable.
Okay, or acceptable. I just think it's going to blow over.
Yeah.
Someone else is going to do something worse, and it's all going to be forgotten about pretty soon.
Yeah, but
and then when we all get the Adam Schefter notification that he signed the new largest contract by a non-quarterback in league history, we'll pull out the memes that we all created this week, and then that will blow over as well. It's just the way that the life cycle works.
I do think it could give the Rams a little bit of pause, though. It is a source for concern with them. Jason's never had these kinds of issues, even when he was playing for Shane Waldron. That's why I'm so comfortable with paying him that money, right? That's why we traded Frank Clark, because he had issues. So I will say this. With the Rams sitting there at pick 13, a guy like Jordan Tyson or Mekhi Lemon falls into their hands, I could see them being very tempted to add one of those guys and maybe trade Puka. I think there's a chance that could happen. It's not out of the picture. Would you say?
It's not likely, but I think
it's not likely, but it's a scenario that could happen.
I agree that they could definitely take one of those guys, but I think the trade after that would be Devontae, not Puka. I think Devontae is what, 30?
He's definitely on his last legs, but I would see them taking one of those receivers as them making the choice to not pay Puka.
I would see it as them trying to find the new 1B to Puka, because right now it's Devontae, but he is 33 years old and on his last legs. That's how I would view it. Most NFL offenses now that operate at a high level have two receivers. Not necessarily two elite ones. They don't all have to be Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But you can't have just one guy. You have just one guy, it's so easy to bottleneck those offenses. So if they do take someone like that, I think that's just the long-term Devontae replacement. I wouldn't take that as a anti-Puka sentiment.
Yeah.
Although I see where you're coming from, though.
Is there any other big news? Jalen Hurts throwing picks to Jake Paul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was it Jake or Logan? I can't remember. One of the Paul brothers. It
doesn't
matter.
God.
They're both clowns. They're both clowns. It doesn't matter.
Destroyed on social media. Oh, Burrow got sacked.
Imagine he did. Oh, he took a couple really hard hits.
One of the Paul brothers caused another ligament injury.
Oh man. They would be banned from the state of Ohio forever. It's their home state too. They would never be allowed to come home. I would see to it myself.
Aren't they living in? Where are they? Aren't they living in some?
They're probably in LA, but they're from Ohio.
No, I don't not even. I think they live in officially live in a Bahama tax haven.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah,
that also works. Yeah, I did not spend very much time keeping up with what's going on with the Paul brothers. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never been into that ecosystem.
Where does Jake Paul? You know what? I don't normally use Google AI, but I genuinely don't care. He lives in Puerto Rico. There you go.
There we go. Yep.
All right.
So still in America.
The only time I'll ever. True. I will very rarely use.
They're hanging out
Google
with that
AI, but that was such a question. That was one of those questions where it's like, I don't want to put any amount of research into this. AI, give me a quick answer. Let me be done with it. Oh wow! Oh, 25 years of Wikipedia. That's nice.
I think. Did you see Leonard Williams come out pregame for the Mariners?
I did see that. Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty cool.
On. That was cool. That was a nice vest. I want that vest.
It was, I want that vest, but it's probably $1 billion.
Oh, 1,000%.
Did you see how much that Super Bowl letterman was that Mike McDonald was wearing? It's like $700. But no, that was really cool. But when he picked up the trident, he looked like Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
Just an absolutely ginormous human being holding a trident. Scary.
Yeah, no, that would something you don't want to see on the streets. It's like the Benton Anchorman where Brick kills the guy with the trident.
Oh yeah, yep. You killed a man, Brick. I did.
Oh man, that was awesome. I
actually watched Anchorman the other day. Holds up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But if you want to ever have a description of a get off the bus first guy, I think Leonard Williams is up there.
I could see that. I could 100% see that.
Especially with the hair.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, but what a time to be a Seattle sports fan, right? Because Seahawks won it all. 50th season for the Mariners. They finally made a deep run in the playoffs. Sonics are coming back. There's some people that are still I'm not. It could still not happen, and I understand that. Personally, for me, if we're this far in the process, it's not going to stop.
Mm-hmm. No, it's set. It's happening.
This isn't a bell you're going to be able to unring.
Right. This one's this one's locked in. You can you can start printing the t-shirts, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Believe me, there's a bunch of all the news channels. They're all wearing Sonics gear on Wednesday. Yeah. It's oh, you guys were ready. That. That's what tells me that, right? Like Adam Silver met with the mayor. It's stuff like that doesn't happen unless it's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some people that are still real hurt, man. There's some people carrying a lot of trauma. They don't want to believe, as Deion Sanders said. Coach, our dear friend of the pod, Coach Prime. Should we do a mock? Believe. Is it mock time?
I think it's mock time. One of us believe, all of us believe.
Yes, sir.
One of us.
But did you see that they made like the whole team stand in a circle and say all the stuff they did wrong at practice?
Oh, I did see that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe
what a freaking clown show at Colorado, man.
It's a joke. It really is a joke. So do we want to be part of the 95% that's left Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders?
I think everyone. I think would be fools if we didn't.
Yeah. So we'll do 2 rounds, dueling once again as always. AFC, NFC.
It's funny because Mark Davis is like one of the few people ever that have just been like, yeah, we're taking this guy. He just doesn't care. I love the Raiders, man.
Oh man! If you listen, actually, should we do the Dan Orlovsky mock and Ty Simpson's number 1? Oh, we haven't talked about that at all.
We haven't talked. Yeah, no, good catch there.
Oh yeah, Dan Orlovsky. My goodness. So okay, and I know I sent this to you. So I've got 2 things to say about this. A horrible take, and the logic he was using to back himself up. Like, what big games? What big game? Like, get the hell out of here, Dan. Just horrible take. On the other hand, Pat McAfee and his bunch of clowns were just being so obnoxious in that whole segment. Like, if you want to dunk on the guy for his take, go ahead. Let him finish talking at least. I'm sorry. I hate the mid-sentence just laughing and like say, oh, you're an idiot. Oh, they didn't say that directly, but just being absolutely obnoxious. Then on the other hand, when Dan Orlovsky started getting his feelings hurt about it and started like full on like acting all depressed and not wanting to talk anymore, like,
posting okay, like, don't be a kindness is free.
Yeah, just don't be a baby.
I'm sorry. Like, you get paid $1 million to give out stupid takes on TV. Cry into your money, buddy.
Yeah,
and you played football. Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone in that segment came away looking like a jackass. That's all I'm going to say. However, Dan Orlovsky looks like a jackass who doesn't know ball either. So. See, and I think Dan Orlovsky
we stand
does
on
know
business
ball.
In this podcast. Like, we're going to own our take, and then if we're wrong, we will own it.
Yeah,
it's okay to have a take, stand on it, and then end up being wrong, right?
Yeah. Well, and when you get called on it, be like, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, college football playoff games. Have a comeback. And also, like, he went into that segment, like, not trying to his goal was to prop up Simpson, but then he, like, tried to discredit Fernando, but, like, his discredit, what he was using to discredit him didn't make sense. Like, oh, what big games? Like, the biggest games of the year, the national championship, the Peach Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Big Ten championship. You heard of them, Dan? Anyways. Stupid take. It's a stupid take. I went into this segment intending to kind of defend Dan Orlovsky, but my goodness, just an awful take. But you got to own that. My
favorite part of that whole thing is the people are like, "Oh, this is collusion between agents."
Oh yeah, I did see that. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me. I could see. I wouldn't be shocked at all if that was the case.
I don't care if
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's just funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and say it's not the case, but
just like tripling down on it too.
Yeah, just if that's your take, that's your take. Awesome, own it. Don't just try to discredit Fernando. And if you're going to discredit Fernando, do it well.
Do a better job at it.
Do a better job at it, yeah. He didn't play great in the Miami game, honestly.
No.
Use that. Don't use that. I mean, he didn't play good in the Big Ten championship either, which is, I think, is what he was trying to get at. But he was using, like, oh, they only scored 6 points through the first 3 quarters. Okay. Ohio State's got a great defense.
I think the Seahawks scored less in the Super Bowl.
I can't believe he didn't use the Penn State game. That's the one to use.
Yeah.
I was starting to be like, Fernando might not got it.
Like that argument's so dumb when the Super Bowl champion had a very slow start. Had a very slow game.
Yeah. So,
and he was nothing more of standing on the table for Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyways, Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first overall pick to the Las Vegas Raiders. Start looking for property in Vegas, Mr. Mendoza. For the Jets, it seems more and more consensus at this point that this pick's going to be Arvell Reese, linebacker / edge / just front seven weapon.
It's such a shame that such a boring defense is getting him.
Yeah, maybe they'll fire Aaron Glenn and hire someone more fun next year. I think take away that maybe they will fire Aaron Glenn and hire someone more fun next year.
Adam Durde, you are a New York Jet.
There you go.
See, I really hope this staff all goes to bad teams so they come home in a couple of years.
There you go. And he takes McFlurry. Takes Flurry with him to New York, so you have to replace both your coordinators at the same time. Although, why would actually that one?
Yeah, why would Flurry leave?
Flurry's a play calling OC, so he wouldn't leave. He wouldn't leave just to leave.
Yeah, I think Adam Dirty is probably going to be a head coach next year. If the defense is good again, he's going to be a head coach next year.
But yeah, it's sounding more and more consensus. Arvell Reese is going to be the pick at number 2 for the Jets. We'll see. I mean, they could use edge help. They could use linebacker help. So play them both. Let's see what happens.
What's the talk you've heard about the Cardinals pick?
Cardinals. It sounds like it's between Mangoa and Bailey.
Okay.
It sounds like those are the names they're talking about. Sounds like they're kind of out on Love at the moment. In fact, the team that's most connected to Love right now, I've heard, is the Commanders.
I've seen that too. Mm-hmm. For me, I feel like I think that Love is such a talent, and there's teams that could use him.
Talk for a sec.
Yeah, I think that Love is just such a talent. You know, I've said it for a couple of weeks now that I think he's the best player in the draft. I think there are teams in the top of this draft that could use him. Not the first 2 picks, but I could see the Cardinals taking him, the Giants. I could see the Browns. I could see maybe not the Browns, depending on the field about Judkins, but and the Commies. And I feel like the fact that they're saying like that there's talk of Love to the Commies, which I have seen that one, and only to the Commies, that feels like some a little bit of subterfuge to me. You know, I think he's just so talented that.
A little smoke.
Not smoke, but saying, "Oh, we're not into them." To trying like smoke. I feel like I've always felt like a smoke screen is more of, "Oh, we're super into this guy," not we're not interested in this guy. It's more of trying to not show their interest because they like him a lot. But maybe I could very well be grasping at straws here. I think he's so talented. But I'll go with David Bailey here then.
Sounds like that's a common one. For the Titans, they can do other things. I know they love Love too. They could go offensive line. Mangoa could obviously play on the inside. It sounds like they're going to extend Skoronski. They could go edge, take Ruben Bain off the board. That's absolutely an option.
He'd be fun in this all scheme. He'd have to shave his head, though.
He would have to shave his head. He would have to. Bane. I'm thinking about Mangoa. No, I'll go Bane. Bane's just the best player there. You gotta go Bane there. You're up with the Giants. Gigantes.
I think we got to go receiver here.
Oh.
I've been seeing more of this. Is Jordan Tyson is the top receiver of Tate.
Just another receiver with injury issues. Perfect pairing with Malik Neighbors.
Honestly, that's a good point in that maybe having a steady presence, because we both think that Tate's very good, but Tate is more of a possession receiver,
Right.
And there's really, I mean, JSN's more of a possession receiver, although that's maybe more of what I thought. I think his agility was underrated probably, and that's really what's been good for him. And I don't know if Tate is that level, but I think maybe we could see a similar thing of what happened with JSN, of like some of his skills got underrated a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the Browns are hold on. Because Malango is still on the board here. I was going to just run in the Tate pick, but now Malango is still there. Still, they still need a left tackle. Like Howard's right tackle. You got Tevin Jenkins at left guard, Zion Johnson right guard, Jenkins right tackle. Who's their left tackle right now? They didn't add anybody significant.
No.
I think.
I don't think so either.
It's DeJuan Jones. Yeah, you need a left tackle. Malango. I could go Freeling. He's probably a better true left tackle, but I just take the best offensive line.
I like Freeling, but I think people have way overcorrected on him.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot see him as anything higher than 20.
I guess we'll see. But I agree. I'm not a huge Freeling fan either.
I think his issue is strength, mobility, and athleticism. No question about it, right?
Right.
I don't know if he has the strength yet, but he can develop into a great left tackle. But the guys that we've seen go this high at tackle, like Olufashinu, right? Or not? No. Armand Membu. That's who I was thinking of. Jet.
Yeah. Other Jet tackle.
Yeah. Very developed strength. Very developed. Right. I don't see that with Freeling. Here we're gonna go Jeremiah Love. That's all the buzz going
Talked
on.
about that one a little bit.
My Noah has that strength, right? And he has to practice against Ruben Bain every day, right? That probably prepared him pretty well for dealing with power. Oh, it's still my pick. Okay.
Yeah, you're still up with the Saints here.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go receiver here. We're gonna go Carnell Tate. Actually, no. I think they need some explosiveness. I think we're gonna go Mekhi Lemon.
Ooh. Carnell Tate ends up being wide receiver 3. That's interesting.
To the Chiefs. Oh boy.
I get 3 straight picks here. Chiefs, they need so much help at corner. They need help at edge too, but all the top edges are gone. I'm not going to... Oh, I could do Carnell Tate to the Chiefs. Wouldn't that be fun?
It'd be sickening. And it'd be all my fault.
I'm going to do it. Carnell Tate keeps their run going. Carnell Tate to the Chiefs. And it's something they would do too. Let the defense keep falling apart, but at least you're getting Mahomes a weapon. I say that as a Bengals fan. Of course. So the Bengals here. So I think they're looking at these top 2 guys here. I know for a fact they love Sonny Styles. Al Golden loves Sonny Styles.
Oh, that'd be such a good fit.
Yeah, and at the pro day, Sonny Styles was talking about how like he's had awesome conversations with the Bengals. He's going on his visit there in a few weeks, and he's already talked to Al Golden. He's got a good relationship with him from recruiting, and on the other hand, Caleb Downs is right there, and not that safety is necessarily a premium position. Do I want to use the 10th overall pick on a linebacker? But if I'm going predictive, and I don't think you can go wrong with either of these guys. Both these guys are awesome. I think looking at it, one of these positions is still clearly a position of need, while I think the other one you've already significantly improved this offseason, the Brian Cook signing. Looking down the board to see, there's nothing else here. It's between these top two guys, and I'm going to go with the guy who's a higher position in need, who I think is probably a bigger name draft community right now, Sonny Styles. And I'm not going to complain because I think it'd be a good pick.
Wow, I never thought I'd see this happen. Taking Styles over Downs.
It's a little predictive. If it was me, I would probably take Downs.
We like predictive.
It's a mix of predictive mixed with, like, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, I love the Styles pick. I would probably prefer Downs, but I would still really like the Styles pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think how much they neglected their linebacker unit in free agency kind of dictates this pick, unfortunately. If they're able to add a linebacker, then it's like, okay, do I like Downs or do I like Styles more? I like Downs more, so I'd pick him first. But I mean, Styles is he's an awesome prospect.
Once in a generation athlete for sure.
Absolutely. I think in a draft that doesn't have a lot of blue chippers, I think both of those guys are on that list, so I'm not going to complain.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins here, I think they just need the best player they can possibly get. That's Caleb Downs. So
they did let Minkah go.
They did let Minkah go. That's right. Their roster's horrible, so bad.
They're
sweepstakes,
dying in cap space too.
Yeah, so they're in the Arch Manning sweepstakes at the moment. They just need to add the best players they can, and Caleb Downs is still there. And you're up with the Cowboys.
This has been a pick. Oh, Answer Delaney still being here is interesting. Mm-hmm. There's been a pick I've been liking a lot lately. But I think we're gonna go with Delaney here.
Yeah, he's been rising up boards. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go even higher. I saw some people saying like as high as like 7 to Washington, 8 to New Orleans.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll see.
The Rams.
There you go.
The receivers are gone.
Mm-hmm.
They addressed the corner room.
They did.
Is this the Ty Simpson pick?
I think so. It'd be it. Okay. All right. I'm not going to argue with you.
What were you thinking?
I think it's going to be a tackle. Like I agree. I don't think it's going to be a receiver at this point, just because of the receivers that are there. Although I think Omar Cooper Jr. is going to get some attention in around this range. I've heard a lot of talk that their tackles are going free agency here pretty soon.
That is true.
Fano is still on the board. Freeling's still on the board.
There definitely is some value at tackle there.
So I'll let you undo the pick.
I was thinking
you
maybe
with Simpson. I have nothing wrong with that. Ooh, that's fun. I could see that.
Because their safeties were all right, but not great.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to do the pick, or you stick with it?
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
I do think if they want Ty Simpson, they're gonna have to take him there or trade. I think in an ideal world, this would be a trade down and take Simpson maybe. Like, let's see here. Let the Bucs go. Maybe I don't know if he'd survive the Jets though. You know. Although I think the Jets are gonna wait another year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe let Aaron Glenn be a tank commander.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a tank general, not a commander.
For the Ravens here, I'm just going to go with the pick that we keep making to them, just because it's such a perfect mix of need, stud player, good culture setter, big Ione.
So
you are a Baltimore Raven. Born a Raven.
All right, the Bucs. Defensive end isn't great here. That's one thing I'd look at. but I don't love it.
I'll pull it up just so we can
It's.
look
I mean,
at
we
it.
know what
Yeah,
it
it's
is, though,
Falk,
right?
Mesidor.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing good.
This is honestly the range where I'd consider Mesidor.
I wouldn't touch him there. I wouldn't touch him until 20. They did lose Levante David. Let's go with linebacker. I'll call linebacker.
Giving us here.
Do we want to go CJ Allen here yet? Like, that's a little high.
No, CJ Allen had a bad pro day.
He did. All right, go to corner for me. I think
there's still some good corners available here.
Yeah, we're gonna go Avion Terrell.
All right, good guy. I like it. All right, okay. Another somewhat predictive pick here, but this is one I've been seeing a ton the past couple days. Kenyon Sadiq to the Jets.
That's a good one. That's a fun
one. It makes sense. I think within that offense, giving Geno Smith. I'm damaged. I'm sorry. Giving Geno Smith option at the tight end position, because right now it's really Garrett Wilson and a not much else. So giving an option to work with down the seams.
The Jets are going to be so bad this year.
They really are. There's so many teams that are in that Arch Manning sweep, and we say the Arch Manning sweepstakes. Like
we say that as a joke.
I know. Who knows? I don't know who's going to be QB1 next year. I do think it's funny. I don't know if we have this conversation now or save it for like our draft day coverage, but it is funny that people talk up the QB class next year as if it's not a bunch of guys that weren't good enough to come out this year. Like Sorsby, Levitt, Lenore Sellers, Arch Manning, Julian Say and CJ Carr, those guys weren't eligible yet. They get a pass. But it's like, oh, look at all these amazing first-round talent level quarterbacks in next year's draft class.
I feel like we hear that every year.
No, that's the thing. But this year especially, they're talking about, oh, yeah, don't draft a quarterback this year. They're so much better next year. Are they? Here you go. Arch Manning. Eligible this year, didn't come out. Dante Moore, eligible this year, didn't come out. DJ Lagway, wasn't eligible this year, actually. There you go. DJ Lagway, you get a pass. Julian Say wasn't eligible. Laura Sells wasn't eligible. Drew Mestamaker's not eligible. He was a true freshman. Why is he on this list? Wasn't he? Wasn't he a true freshman?
I think so. No.
John Mateer was eligible. He wasn't? Okay. Never mind. Still.
He was a walk-on, is what you remember.
Oh, okay. John Mateer, eligible, didn't come out. Jaden Maeva, eligible, didn't come out. Darian Mensa, eligible, didn't come out. Brendan Sorsby, eligible, didn't come out. Josh Hoover, eligible, didn't come out. Sam Levitt, eligible, didn't come out. Guys that, we're hyping this draft class up. Most of these guys weren't good enough this year. Why are we so excited about them next year?
Now, I'll say this, Beau. Do you remember that streak of years where a quarterback would emerge out of nowhere to be excellent, a top 5 pick? We had 3 or 4 of those in a row.
We got the one this year from Nina Mendoza.
Yeah, but I do totally agree with you. I think the portal really complicates things. I think, what is true, the meat of next year's draft is definitely going to be much better. The non-quarterback stuff. But yeah,
yes, that is true. The non-quarterbacks is a ton better next year.
And the depth overall. Yeah, Messmaker's 20, by the way. He was a sophomore. He's now a red shirt. He was a red shirt freshman. There we go.
It was a red shirt. Okay, so he was a freshman. He was a red shirt freshman. Okay, so he's a red shirt sophomore this year.
He was a second-year player.
Okay, so he is eligible next year then. Okay.
But the depth, the non-quarterback stuff, much better.
Much better. I do agree with you 100% there. Yeah, the non-quarterbacks are a lot better, but I can't get behind next year's quarterback class is so much better. When it's it was mostly the rejects from this year's quarterback class. Are we sure about that?
Development in college being so bad, Right now, I just can't take that seriously because there's very few schools that are serious about developing quarterbacks.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. All right. You're up the lines here. You got 4 straight picks, so
Okay, Lions, Spencer Fano,
I like it.
Vikings, Dylan Thieneman,
Okay.
Panthers. The O line was good. I don't like any receivers here. Sadiq's already gone. It's a tough. Let's go Omar Cooper.
That's who I was going to pick for the Steelers next if you didn't recall.
All right, Cowboys. We already took. So we took
Mansour.
The question is Colton Hood or Jamad McCoy here for me.
Oh, you want double up on corners?
Their DBs were so bad.
They were. I think, okay. McCoy's 2024 tape is phenomenal. He didn't play at all in 2025, and he's still rehabbing. He's having a personal pro day in 2 weeks. If you trust that, I think you go McCoy.
Yeah. The Cowboys have shown to be okay with that in the past, so I think we're going to go McCoy.
Okay. Steelers, here we go. Oh, what to do? So, Broderick Jones, you have to pick up his 5th-year option soon to determine if you want to keep him. He has not been good. Troy's been better on the right side. I think Freeling being here, this makes it, I think it's a pretty easy pick. Monroe Freeling, Pittsburgh Steeler.
That is an area where I'm much more comfortable with him going.
Right. As for the Chargers, we all know who it's going to be. Caden Proctor, the ultimate Mekhi Becton replacement.
Eagles. Show me the guard and tackles, please.
Yeah.
So Lane Johnson's getting up there in years, right? But guard
is.
still kind of a problem last year, out of nowhere. Not guard, but interior. I think you can address the interior later. I think Blake Miller is going to be a guy you can totally groom to be that, right? He's not ready right now. He's kind of the same problem as Monroe Freeling to me, and Monroe Freeling is just a better Blake Miller, right? But Eagles have, although they did fire Stoutland, but they have great O-line development. So I think we're going to go Blake Miller.
I like it. I think it's a good pick. Brownies. We got Mangoa earlier. Let's see what the receiver room's looking like. Oof.
Don't doom Denzel.
No, I might go with I think we talked about this last week when we did our mock draft, but a player that I've seen a lot of love for recently. Coming up draft boards, a guy that I heard even some people before he got hurt, he might have been a top 20 pick, and he did get hurt, obviously, but if the medical is clear, I think he'll still end up going in the first round. That's Chris Bell out of Louisville. I think he's the best receiver available. Browns reach a little bit for need there. I think Chris Bell's tape, especially from this past year, is really strong, but he's a little bit older, and I do have some question marks about the overall profile, but it's a weak class.
I have been hearing that the NFL definitely likes Chris Bell. The other, as well as NFL being higher on Denzel than.
I've seen that as well. Media. Oh yeah, I think at this point Denzel is going to be a first rounder.
I think people have, like. I think it's I think the one concern about Denzel that I think is very fair to have is he hasn't run at all in the process, right? Didn't run a 40 at the combine or his pro day. I think that's something very fair to be nervous about. However, I think his tape speaks volumes of the kind of player he is, and the NFL likes that kind of toughness. Very high character. We all know that, right? I think he will be a first round pick. I think draft media sees big receiver who's not very fast, and they get a little worried, and that's okay because that archetype has kind of flamed out in recent years. Niners, but I think Denzel is going to end up being a first round pick. I think the Chris Bell stuff. I think that's smoke. I don't know, man. Okay, Bears. I've been liking this pick a lot lately. It's Keldrick Falk. I think he's a great fit in the division. Beefs up that defensive line. Just excellent player, right? I think he's another guy that I think the NFL is going to be higher on, right? He's not flashy, but he's a damn good football player, man.
Bills need help on the interior O line, and they need help at safety. Could also add D line, but I'm going to assume Dale Walker's solid there. It's really between these top two, either Pregnon or McNeil Warren. Geno Stone's not starting for them, right? If Geno Stone's starting, it's going to be McNeil Warren. If he's behind someone, let's see. It's Cole Bishop. Okay, they got C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I am not high on the name of McNeil Warren.
Real rough.
I have serious.
Manual press.
Damn it. I have some real concerns about McNeil Warren and his athletic profile. All right, Niners. Caleb Lomu really slotting in there quite nicely. Trent Williams been given permission to seek a trade. He's getting up there in years. I think that could be a really fun fit. Tough run first Utah team.
Mm-hmm.
That fits in there very nicely.
Let's see, interior line, D line. They don't really have a nose tackle type.
They are a 4-3, to be fair. So 3 tackles.
Right.
You'd be looking
at. But I mean, their D tackles are Logan Hall and Sheldon Rankins. It's like 2-3 techs. Like they don't have a guy to kind of play that one tech, not nose tackle, like more of a one tech.
In that defense, they do play very light at D tackle. Like they are at one tech, they do put 3 tech bodies at one tech.
All right, that's fair.
In my opinion, if you ask me these D tackles who would be really good in that system, I think Caden McDonald would be really good.
No, and I can't think that's the direction I was leaning. I think through the past couple weeks, I'd say Caden McDonald's the only one of these guys that hasn't had a kind of a red flag pop up on their profile. I think he's a better run stopper. I think he's he's the worst pass rusher, but the best run defender of the three of them. I feel good about Caden.
I think he has more pass rush juice than people realize.
So let's see. With the Chiefs, I got Carnell Tate earlier. Oh man, is Colton Hood? Oh, Colton Hood. That's so easy.
Louise.
So easy. Oh, and I got 4 in a row here. Dolphins, same conversation as earlier. They just need to keep adding talented players. Akeem Mesidor, I love you. You're not fitting the timeline. No, he doesn't fit the timeline. He's 25 years old. Yeah. Peter Woods. I mean, no, I'm not going Peter Woods. Obviously, just drafted Downs, and I would like to be not TJ Warren, not TJ Allen, not TJ Parker.
Hey, I got one for you.
Who?
If you don't care at all about this upcoming year, a guy you could redshirt. He is older, but one of the best available talents would be Caleb Banks. Get that foot healed up when you're tanking.
I do like that. They've invested a lot into the interior defensive line.
That is true. That is true.
So I'm not leaning that direction. Linebacker, they're actually surprised. I almost went Jacob Rodriguez, honestly, but they're
pretty good at linebacker.
They got Jordan Brooks having an all-pro year, and let's see, what's the interior line look like here? No, nothing there.
What about Malachi Lawrence? Is that too early?
Ooh, that's intriguing. What's the edge room look like here? Mesidor's too old. Parker Young.
I think Malachi Lawrence.
Oh, by the way, his name's pronounced Akis. By the way, it's a silent J. I learned.
Oh,
this.
interesting.
Akis. I like Malachi Lawrence actually. I'm gonna go.
You hear he pissed off a bunch of scouts though.
What would he do?
A bunch of scouts came to his pro day. Was in sweats. Didn't even do anything.
Who, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Oh man, can't be having that. I'm gonna go with the name that I've been seeing a lot in this range, Zion Young.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely see that.
I get one more at the Pats here. All right. What's their linebacker room look like?
It's pretty solid. You have Spillane.
All right, you still got Spillane.
Marte Mapu.
Sac State legend, Marte Mapu. Okay,
they got a good Analyze Chisholm or Christian, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know why they got Lime. I almost went Jacob Rodriguez there, but no. These tackles aren't doing it for me either.
No,
not here.
The tackles went earlier than it. I think the tackles are going to go pretty early this year. They don't need a center. If I were you, you know what I'd do? I'd go best available D-line.
Let's see. I just want to look at. Let's see. What's their edge room look like? Milton. Oh wait, never. Draymond Jones, Harold Landry.
They lost Caleb on Jason. They lost. They lost the interior guy too.
Let's see. Messidor fits the timeline because they're obviously in win. I mean, they're just in the Super Bowl. They're in win now mode.
They didn't have that much speed off the edge, I'd say.
Ooh, Cash Towel might have been some slower then. But no, I'm sticking with Messidor.
All right, it is my turn. I think here's my thinking. I've been higher on Manuel Pregnon. He's been someone I've been thinking a lot about lately. But I don't think he's going to be there at 32. I think he's going to be gone. That athletic testing and that kind of body is really intriguing to the NFL. I think in this situation, if you like Jadarian Price enough, if you really want to, you have to take him now. You cannot trade back. Someone else will take him, right? The running back class is just so bad. And there's no guarantees even going to be there at 32. So if you want Price, you got to take him. On the other hand, right, go to the defense, go to the corners and defensive ends, right? I'll just show you where I'm thinking, right? So run stopping DNs, we got that freaking covered, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you're losing in Boy Mafe, he is a good run defender, right? But we didn't really use him for that. We didn't need him. What you are losing in Boy Mafe is juice off the edge, right? And there's two guys that definitely stick out to me. Is Howell and Malachi Lawrence. Howell, A+ character, leader, just absolute dog, but man, his arms are so short. They're absurdly short. And maybe you could get him later. Malachi Lawrence, maybe some character flags is the only thing I could think of. Just excellent athlete, been around a bit. So those are another direction you could go. And then Brandon Cisse, I believe it's Cisse.
Yeah.
They should know everything about him, right? You'll hear it from Emanwari. They probably watched a ton of his tape because they watched a ton of Emanwari, right? He was right there. So they're going to know everything they need to know about him. And he'll be there at 32 most likely. So if they like him, he'll be the pick. Chris Johnson will be a solid corner. He's not going to be an elite corner, but he'll be a solid corner. That's totally fine at 32 as well, right? So at this pick, they're going to reach for somebody a little bit, right? They're probably obviously taking someone that's a round 2 grade. There's not going to be anyone with a round 1 grade left, right? So it depends on what you think is going to be there later. And I think what will not be there later is another running back. So if you are grading Jadarian Price at the same level you're grading Howell and Lawrence and Johnson and Cisse, you got to take Price.
Jadarian Price, you're a Seattle Seahawk. Get ready to learn. Pick 32. Get ready to learn 5th year option, buddy. All right.
It's not even for the third-year option. It's just he's not going to be there much longer.
No, I know. It's this. I always make that joke about pick 32, though.
Oh yeah.
The Jets here. So we got Sadiq. We got Arvell Reese.
That is an athletic draft class.
Yeah, we need some help on the back end. Let's see what's corner. Ooh. You want to talk athleticism? You want to talk ball production? He might be a little small.
If you want picks next year,
D'Angelo Pons, you're a New York Jet.
I just can't take him.
I don't know. His tape is so freaking good, dude.
He's so small. He's
I
so
know, but
small.
His tape is so good. His tape is so good. I can't. I don't know. I'm not the one picking him. The Jets. It's the Jets.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I think he's okay. Stuff,
though. Can you give me wait, so the Cardinals took
we got David Bailey.
David Bailey. Okay. I'm just kind of trying to think through this whole thing. I think we'll go with Peter Woods. And we're running a 3-4.
Him and Walter Nolan together.
Play that end. I mean, they're so weak up front. It's a run heavy division.
Right. All right, so we got Rube.
Would you rather play Peter Woods or LJ Collier?
Oh well, yeah. I'd rather have Peter Woods. What's their line? Oh, Cedric Gray and Cody Barton. All right. Bob Saul's gonna love Jacob Rodriguez. You can even keep the T logo. Just keep the T's. Tennessee, Texas Tech. It's all T's. Jacob Rodriguez, your Tennessee Titan. Oh, I'm still up. Holy cow. All right. Raiders. I wish there was a way I could just see the depth chart opening. Raiders here. What's the receiver? Tucker, Bash. Ugh, I don't love your tackle situation. I like Colton Miller, actually. Don't love DJ Grace. I don't really like any of the tackles available. Out of curiosity, let's see here. Oh. Maybe I'm overlooking someone. Einacher, Tiernan, Dunker.
I would say. How did Dunker test?
Ooh, that D line. That D line's bad. Who's the best interior D line available?
Lee Hunter or Caleb Banks? I
think teams are going to be a little scared off by
the foot.
With Banks.
The foot is an issue.
I'll go Lee Hunter. Even though he tested horribly. All right, Giants, you're up.
So we took a receiver first. Ooh, I have a fun one. We're going to go Jennings Dunker.
Oh, all right. Alrighty. Who do I picked the Cade? Okay, I picked Cade McDonald for the Texans. Tier O-line here. They always need O-line. Santos, Einacher. Ugh, it's not good on the consensus board, that's for sure. Yes. That was a rough scroll, I'm not gonna lie. It's not getting better on page 2. I don't know why I even went to page 2. I knew it wasn't gonna get better. Trade available. Oh, perfect. What's the quarterback situation? I guess we could look running back. I don't think David Montgomery's got too many more years of. Do I go Mike Washington here? Do I go to your guy? Oh, their centers are bad, though. I remember let's see though. Saw their centers are terrible.
There's value.
It was the same height there. Same height. Ooh, here we go. Still up with the Brownies. Do we bring Drew Aller back to Cleveland, his hometown?
In the second round, it's Christian Hackenberg all over again.
It's the 39th overall pick. We're only one away from pick 40. My goodness. They need so much help. I was thinking about Denzel Boston at 24. Do I go with them at 39? Just double up? I'm going to do it. Double up at receiver. Sorry, Denzel.
Poor guy.
I'm still up. Okay, so the Chiefs, we've already gotten a receiver. We've gotten a corner. So edge is really the only need we still have left. We could also look at upgrading safety as well. But let's see what edge. TJ Parker, Cash Sowell, Malachi Lawrence. I usually like bigger bodies for their edges, so it's not gonna be Howell here. What's training at 6'3", 260? Okay. Lawrence 6'4", 250.
If they're gonna tank, Caleb Banks.
I'm gonna go Malachi Lawrence here. I don't think the fault goes too much further. He's just too good a player. All right. Bengals. So we got Sonny Styles earlier. I'm gonna look at this corner. Stukes is interesting, but I'm not gonna go that direction here. Caleb Banks is very interesting. Ooh. What's safety? Just McNeil Warren. Yeah, it's too early for Halsey, Ramsey, Smith. We're doing 3-rounders. I'd be thinking about those guys.
I like Halsey better than McNeil Warren.
And guards not need. Top guards not need. Okay. So, and this isn't necessarily what the Bengals would do pick. I know I went predictive with my last one. This one's going to be what I would do. Wow. I do really, really love Caleb Banks. And I would take him here. If I saw the medicals and the medicals cleared, Caleb Banks would be my pick here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Caleb Banks, his foot's jacked up and he keeps falling, for argument's sake. I know the Bengals, they're aggressive with their medical evaluations. If you got flagged, you got flagged. But I'm going to stay in this position room. And I'm going to go with a guy who is, by this metric, a reach. But I really, really like this player. Grayson Halton.
Ooh, yep. He's your guy. He's your guy.
I love Grayson Halton, man. I would love this pick at 41. If our first two picks were Sonny Styles and Grayson Halton, I'm dancing to the bank. Probably still need to upgrade at nickel corner at some point in the next few rounds, but Keontae Scott still being there.
There are guys there. There are guys there.
If we got Traden Stukes in the third round if we got
Hezekiah Massey, Traden Stukes, Bud Clark,
yeah. So
like
point being,
people talk about this edge class and this receiver class. My favorite position group in this class is the DB class. I think the DB class is the deepest and the best class.
It's definitely the deepest. Like, I feel good about taking guys in like round 3 and 4 that I do not feel good about for other positions.
Yeah. That's why I don't think the Seahawks are going to go corner round one, because there's a lot of guys there. There's some really good players, and like I think the best players to come out of this draft class years later, there's going to be late round guys who are like, man, how did these guys slip through? It's going to be exclusively DBs.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're up with the Saints. Your first round pick for reference is Mekhi Lemon.
All right, this is definitely BPA territory. I think the slide's gonna end for TJ Parker.
I like it. Dolphins. So far, we've added Caleb Downs and Zion Young. Okay, so we're adding a lot of explosiveness. Well, if there's ever been a team player fit here at pick 43, it's KC Concepcion to the Miami Dolphins. And they need just about everything on that team right now, including receiver, with Jalen Waddle gone. So Concepcion, I'm going to go with the easy. Sometimes something's easy because it's right.
You know what KC Concepcion stands for?
Kevin Concepcion?
Kevin Concepcion. You know, what was it?
Well, so his
it's Kevin Concepcion.
KC starts for Kevin Concepcion. So when he goes by KC, it's Kevin Concepcion.
Yep. I love that.
That's awesome. All right. Oh, I'm still up with the Jets. My goodness, how many picks do the Jets?
So many AFC teams got more picks, man. This is ridiculous.
I know. I feel like I'm hogging all this time right now. So we're going Drew Aller. No, I'm just kidding. So far we've got tight end, we've got an edge, linebacker hybrid, and we've got a corner, probably gonna be a nickel guy for us. Do we go with a pure receiver at this point, or do we just take BPA on defense? We did lose Quincy Williams. Did they add a linebacker? I'm still a little scared off by that CJ Allen pro day, but let's just see. Jets depth chart. I'm gonna do it on my phone so that my computer doesn't destroy itself. Linebacker Demario. Oh, they added Demario Davis, and they still got Jamie Sherwood. Okay, so we're not in draft a linebacker here mode. Let's see. Garrett Wilson, A.D. Mitchell, Isaiah Williams. Okay, receiver room's rough. We upgraded tight end already. Quarterback, we could use an upgrade, but we're not going to find that here. The O-line's actually solid. D-line's solid. Edge could use an upgrade, but we just drafted Reese, so we're not doing that again. Yeah, I think the move here is receiver. Deciding between Brazel. Let's go Brazel. Let's go Brazel. I like Brazel there. Ravens, here we go. Oh, that's a team that could use Brazel. They could also use a linebacker, though.
Say Flowers wants JSN money. You see that?
You know what? I am going to take a linebacker, but it's not going to be CJ Allen. I know, shocker. I'm going to go with the player that I actually think is better than CJ Allen, Jake Golday. He's going to be fun in that. He's going to be like the Diane Henley of the Minter defense in Baltimore.
Yeah, I can see that.
Fat and slow. Trenton Simpson just sucks. Jake Golday, I should say, is going to be a good player in Baltimore.
Not Anthony Hill, though?
Anthony Hill's fun, but I think I don't know. I think Jake Golday is a little bit better in pass coverage. I
do think in that system,
and that's kind of what Henley's goal was.
I think that system doesn't prioritize freakish athleticism at linebacker. It prioritizes being a good player and being good in coverage. Much more. Okay, Buccos. They took a DB, I think.
They got Avion Terrell, yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think CJ Allen, this system that wants athleticism.
He finally makes it. He finally finds a home. That's easily we've had him go as high as 14 to Baltimore before. That's easily the farthest we've ever hauled the ball, but he's gonna slide big time. Colts here, finally on the board. They have not picked anyone yet. Out of curiosity, let's see. They lost Nick Cross to free agency. I know that, so I might be looking at nickel / safety here, but I don't know.
He's
if they've
a
already
big
got
nickel.
Yeah. Wars.
He's an unathletic Nick Minori. In my opinion, he's a true box strong safety Cam Chancellor type, except way less athletic.
McNeil Warren, you mean?
Yeah. Who are you talking
Well, that's
about?
kind of the role that Nick Cross playing. Who they lost. Oh, their linebacker room.
Halsey's a way better player. I would just say that.
Let's see, what's the linebacker looking like? Ooh, this could be an Anthony Hill spot. We keep
There's
the
some
linebacker
value there.
going. Their linebacker room is really bad. Well, when you need a big nickel and a linebacker, just draft the big safety, AJ Halsey. It's like 225. Makes it easy. All right, you're out with the Falcons.
All right, we haven't made a pick yet with the Falcons.
Yep.
So they lost James Pierce most likely. He's going.
I was gonna say, at least you got James Pierce with that pick. Oh wait.
Oh wait. Yeah, let's bring up defensive ends.
Goodness gracious. Imagine using 2 first-round picks on an edge rusher and needing to use your first pick the next year on a 1-2.
They don't run. Their system is not for cash as hell, and the value here is not good anyways for anyone. Okay, let's go to the big board. We're going BPA here. Who's their head coach now? I'm Stefanski.
Stefanski, yeah.
So they need toughness. Start scrolling for me. What's their O-line? Can you give me their roster? I'll look it up myself.
No, you're good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's my computer will crash if I open more than one tab. This isn't in performance mode. Oh, this is performance mode, or at least I'm pretty sure it is.
This is a tough team to pick for. Here we go. Finally, our lads. Listen very. Okay. I have an idea. Oh, okay. Give me receivers. They're actually pretty thin outside of Drake London. The receivers are Jahan Dotson and Olamide Zacchaeus. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of things.
Jeremy. Reunite them.
I like that.
All right.
We
already took. Oh, got my arm sore. We already took. What's his name? Thieneman. All right. I think there's some really good value at center here. So let's go center. I think they could use an upgrade. We go Logan Jones.
All right. And you're still up for a few more.
They took Lomu, I believe.
Fano.
Ooh.
Utah tackle. Utah lineman.
There is some issues with Brian Branch availability. So I think we'll go with McNeil Warren. He kind of fits their culture. I think that's a good fit. Oh, I'm finally cooking now.
I know. You have, 5 in a row here? There we go.
All right. Panthers took receiver. So.
Did they? Yeah, Omar Cooper. That's 3 straight years with a receiver pick if they did that.
I know, right?
In the first round. That's fun.
What could the Panthers improve upon? What are the threats in their division?
Bucks. Pass defense.
Division stinks. Let's see here. Let's pull up their depth chart. I really need to do some more homework, man. They got a solid. They got a good O line. Took a receiver.
Mhm.
Their interior defensive line is solid.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh, they did sign. They signed Devin. I do think it's got to be. They made a lot of signings. I think
They did.
there's a good squad. I think where I'm. I think pull up tight end for me. Tommy Tremble. You can do better than that. We're gonna go Eli Stowers.
Ooh, I like that one. I'm
A little high point.
one. Yeah. Imagine him and Bryce Young standing next to each other. It's like the video, the Florida guy talking to the Prairie guy. All right, you've got one more here with the Packers. This is your first pick for the Packers as well.
All right, Packers. They need a receiver. They just can't get receiver right. It feels like. This Matthew Golden was not any good. But didn't they cut? So didn't they cut? I mean, their tackles are pretty solid, right?
Oh well, they lost Rasheed Walker.
Yeah, but they have Zach Tom and Jordan Morgan at that tackle.
Oh, true. Okay, fair.
Like they're set up pretty well. Finish Parsons, Sarah Franklin, Edge Cooper, Keyshawn Nixon. I think they could. Yeah, they could improve at corner.
Oh, there's still some good ones available.
Yeah.
Cissé's still there. Johnson's still there.
I'm gonna go Chris Johnson here.
All right, Steelers. They have not re-signed Aaron Rodgers yet, so we're drafting Drew Aller. No, I'm just kidding. Running back. Sign Rico Dowdle to a short-term deal. Let's see. Got Jalen Warren and Rico Dowdle. And you just drafted Caleb Johnson last year, who did nothing for you, but you did draft him. Could go guard. Spencer Anderson's their starting left guard right now. That's not great. Let's see, what's the guard room look like? Ooh, Basantis. Yeah, let's go Basantis. Let's just beef up that O-line. Eagles.
All right, Eagles took a Blake Miller.
Yep.
Are they trading AJ Brown? Is the question, right?
I've heard they're doing it, but not until after the draft.
I think there's some value. Oh, I know who I want to be an Eagle. I got an idea. Receiver. We're gonna go Elijah Surratt. I think that'd be really fun.
That's fun. Honestly, that's a pretty solid AJ Brown replacement. Like, it's not obviously AJ Brown, but like he plays a similar role.
Yes.
Chadges. Here we go. Okay. So we gave him Ken Proctor to be our new right guard in the first round. Sorry, Cole Strange. I mean, their first round, their two guards are Trevor Penning at left guard and Cole Strange at right guard. So 2 first round busts from 4 years ago. Let's see. Here are we looking at for Rondé Godston? No, I'm not going to go receiver. D-line, Jamari Caldwell, Dalvin Tomlinson, Tyler Tart. You could probably upgrade over Caldwell. All right, I'll do it. I'll end the Caleb Banks side. Caleb Banks, you are a Los Angeles Charger.
That.
Jeez. Imagine Their two picks are Caleb Banks and Caden Proctor. Just absolutely massive.
A lot of size.
Lot of size. Have them do the interview next to each other. That would be fun. All right, I'm up with the Jags here. This is the Jags' first pick, so I don't have a lot to go off of here. They lost Devin Lloyd in free agency, so Ventrell Miller is currently in line to be a starter at off ball. Let's see. Anthony Hill's fun here. Josiah Trotter, I know, has got fans. Kyle Lewis is a good player, but he doesn't really fit their mold. I'll do Anthony Hill here.
I think that's a good replacement.
You'll put the Bears.
So we took
Falk.
They need a center.
Yes.
No. Didn't they?
No, they trade for Bradbury.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. They signed Kobe Bryant, but lost Brisker. Maybe this is a BPA situation. Give me another scroll. Keep going. See the time. Who's their so they have who are their running backs? It's one guy and there's another one, right?
Swift's still there.
Swift. Okay. Let's look at safety. No, safety's not a need for them.
Isn't it? Who's their safeties right now? Kobe Bryant and Cam Lewis. They just you can upgrade over Cam Lewis, but yeah, Kobe Bryant's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they did lose Brisker and Byard. Is Theo Benedette good enough at left tackle? I don't know.
No, but they do have Braxton Jones also, who's solid.
Whoa.
That's kind of a swing guy for them.
Honestly, Ian Aker might be. Give me all the tackles first. Give me all the tackles. Just to be sure. Yeah, I think we're going to go Max.
Right.
I think they can do better than Benedette and Jones. Okay, Niners. Niners took an offensive line.
Yep.
They need speed at receiver. They need that bad. Yep, Zachariah Branch. There we go.
I was gonna say there's your fast guy. All right. The Texans. I don't know what they got running backs in need. I know we got David Montgomery, got Woody Marks. David Montgomery's on contract forever, but you got Woody Marks. I'm not using a second round pick on running back. Got our center. Guards has been addressed. Tackle's been addressed. Receiver looks solid. Looks like D-line. Upgrade over Tommy Togiai with Cade McDonald. You could probably upgrade over Henry To'oTo'o. He's only got one more year left on his deal, and he's probably... You can upgrade over him. So let's see linebacker here. Josiah Trotter. Yeah, let's see Trotter here. Texas, Houston. All right, you're back up with the Bears.
All right, give me edge defender. 4-3 team. So you are going to have to take Howell, Thomas. Who else off the board? Ooh, Joshua Josephs. That's a good fit right there.
Yeah, all right.
Rams.
The Rams. Your only pick so far.
Tackle's not good here. It's not. Oh, linebacker. I think linebacker has some good value.
I know one guy's going to be a good fit.
Kyle Lewis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Denver. Here we go. All right, Denver.
Is this their first pick?
This is their first pick. So.
Oh yeah, because they traded for Waddle. Yep.
Yeah, receiver, tight end. They could definitely upgrade over Troutman and Ingram, but there's no one there that I'm pounding the table for. Probably upgrade at center. Luke Wattenberg. Sorry. Husky great, but
Ouch.
I know. How about D-line here? Is there like a 3-4
Defensive end?
defensive end?
Yeah. Here, give me a scroll. I can help you out with that.
I don't know these guys' measurables off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Xavier Harris.
Xavier Harris
that's a
is
3-4
definitely
D
one.
end. But this is probably a little rich for him here.
Keeps rolling. Rayshawn Benny is definitely one. Landon Robinson is a 3-tech. Yeah, show me edge defender.
Yeah, I was gonna go edge next year.
You could do Christian Miller there. He's athletic enough to do it. I think you could get away with denying Dennis Sutton there. Derek Moore's more of a power guy, so you can do that as well.
We're looking at 6'5", 265.
You could add 10 pounds on him.
6'3", Oh yeah, I'm doing Dennis Sutton here. I think that makes a lot of sense, and this is a range where that's really good value as well. All right, Pats. Who did I draft earlier? Akeem Mesidor. Okay, so I pull up their depth chart just to one last kind of.
Oh, they might need a receiver.
Let's see, Booty, Dobbs, and Mac Hollins. You could definitely upgrade
because Diggs is
Mac
gone.
Hollins. Right.
Ooh,
Dobbs.
Bryce Lance.
Bryce Lance would be fun. Yeah,
Brendan Thompson.
I'm not loving the down the board options.
Bryce Lance is kind of fun. Ted Hurst, I've been hearing a lot of lately.
Yeah. Malachi Fields, just a big body go get. I mean, if you want to upgrade over Mac Hollins, Malachi Fields is like 1-1. Can upgrade at nose too. What's the D line looking like here? Terrell Jackson Jr. I do like being some Terrell Jackson Jr.
He's a good player.
Let's go. I'm gonna go that way. Terrell Jackson Jr. My last pick tonight.
All right, 3 positions, please. It will be edge, corner, and safety.
Cassius House still available.
I think he's going to be a 3rd round pick. I think those arms are scary small, but he has so much juice, and I am seriously considering him here. Somebody safety.
I got just safety.
Yeah, just safety now, because there weren't any on that list. Yeah, I'm not loving that for round 2. It's technically a round 3. I think I'm going to go Brandon Cisse. I think at 64. I think that's good value. It was between him, Howell, and Moore. I think Seahawks are one of the few teams. Like, I talk about how worried I am about Cassius Howell's arms, and I am. I think the Seahawks are one of very few teams that have the luxury to be able to take a chance on him. Because if you watch his film, he hardly makes contact with tackles and pass rush. He's just so fast and so bendy, he can get around them. And that's really cool to see. He has an elite 10-yard split. But if a team has to play him on rundowns, that is really scary. That is really concerning. So if a team has a good enough D-line where they can be like, hey, you're just playing on passing situations, we want your juice, they should be totally worry free. And that's why I could get behind Cassius Howell. Even if like in pick 40, if we trade down from 32 and price is gone. But if a team that needs if a 4-3 team takes him, that is scary. That is really scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So no, I was not sandbagging him. I think it's valid to say I mean, you didn't pick him either.
Right? No, I did. Yeah. Now he's a guy I'd consider, considering we got a linebacker and a defensive lineman. Like we still need edge. We still need
Like you
secondary
pick him
help.
for other teams. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Like here are teams that have the luxury to take him: the Seahawks, the Eagles, to 314. I think the Giants could get away with it, but they don't really need him. I think the Rams could. I think the Patriots could. I think the Broncos could, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills would. He's not on the Bills draft board. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, I did pass on him twice with the Patriots.
I think they got a better player. A more complete player. How about that?
That's fair. And I mean, I drafted an edge rusher with the first round. I wasn't going to do it again in the second round.
I mean, like, if you view him, like, you cannot pick him as a defensive end that can play more than passing situations.
Mm-hmm.
Or outside linebacker. I can't even call him a defensive end. Outside linebacker. That's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We made 2 hours out of a slow news week.
That's right. We did it. We'll be back next week. We'll see. Maybe we make a big board. Maybe we do our horizontal boards next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with it.
I think we can do it. We can do it.
Yeah. All righty. Well, that's it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. That was a fun one. That was a real fun one. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinan?
If one of us hit like, all of us hit like. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. If one of us, wait, I forgot to say the first thing. Dang.
Yeah, I know. You forgot to say the first one.
Oh my gosh. If I'm out of my.
Now you need to get in the circle and say what you did wrong.
Yeah, if one of us gets in a circle and says what we did wrong, all of us get in a circle and say what we do wrong. If one of us hits like, all of us hit like. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Drive safe, folks. Get in a circle and say